Do you know where I live?
I mean,
I don't know.
I have no idea. I mean, somewhere in the Isles.
Somewhere
One of
in
those
the Isles,
islands.
yeah. There's only two.
You guys
Well,
are
yeah.
talking
Two big ones.
gibberish to me. I don't even
If-
get anything.
the British Islands, right?
The British Islands,
The
yeah.
United
I
Kingdom.
meant.
Okay, let's stop doxing ourselves.
Oh, you're British? It's Tuesday. right?
Okay.
Okay.
There we go. Here it
wow.
goes.
All right. That's a perfect segue into starting the episode.
Oh, okay.
We're going to move on from that really
Yeah.
quickly. We're going to move into today's episode.
We're gonna
of
be
the
inclusive
Public
here. I'm sorry.
Yes,
Sorry.
we're gonna we can give the Brits a little. They're having a tough go of it. All right, their government's a little right now.
Yeah.
This is the Public Safety Special Broadcast. Welcome back, coming to you from the Public Safety Ultra Secure Media Bunker. I am Public Safety Communications Division 18, Vice Captain Secret Doves, host of the Public Safety Special Broadcast, joined today by two of our civilian broadcasting associates. Regular hosts are out for the week, Jake and Crash. We are still taking applications for anyone with like a hardcore podcasting setup and who just wants to talk about Chainsaw Man, every other week or something for that. But this week we have two fantastic guests. Let's just go down the row. Say your name, age, and devil contract. I am Secret Doves, as I said, age 33. Love to see that. And my devil contract is, of course, with the War Devil. Moving on to my right on screen.
I'm Rory. I am 19, and my devil contract is with the Yuri Devil.
Wow.
I love it. It's
That
so
is
fitting for the episode.
Powerful devil.
Good.
Mm-hmm.
My name is Zuzu. I'm 17 years old, and my devil contract is with the Tomato Devil.
Really? A
Yeah.
classic.
I know, right? So nostalgic.
back from the early days. Back when devils could grow from seeds. What happened to that?
Only really wants that.
That was
That was
threw
bad.
that out.
Imagine eating something and it grows out of it. Disgusting.
Truly fearsome devil. Many people loathe the Tomato Devil.
I know
Well,
a couple of my mutuals.
Yeah. Some people really have that issue. We're not talking about tomatoes today, unless you're getting real metaphorical with it. We are talking about Chainsaw Man chapter 134, title Rar. Gao. In
Such a funny title.
Japanese.
Is it supposed to be like that?
Gao. Yes.
Gao.
It is the sound of a roar. I mean, rar.
Like a lion or something?
Basically. Yes, like a lion, like a cute, like a lion, but cute. You know what I mean? Like when the lion's looking kind of, you're like, oh, it's just a kitty, and then you remember it's like, 3 times as big as you, and you're like, oh, that's not that cute.
Yeah.
Truly, I mean, it's perfect. It's perfect. Perfect. Now that we knew, let's start before we get into the big topic. Let's just start at the beginning, because the chapter opens up on our Three Stooges here. The Whip, Spear, and Miri are our strike team of this operation, supposedly. And they are, there was a little bit of speculation on were they gonna do it? Was another devil gonna do it? I had my own insane theory that caused like a chaos for an hour before the chapter.
Can't wait to hear it. I mean, your theories are almost always like on the spot, like right.
No,
I mean,
I'm zero.
no,
I'm
me.
0%. I am 0 for like 20 at this point. I have no correct predictions. They're very exciting.
What
Though.
is an insane guy? Like, you cannot predict this guy. You cannot.
We're gonna try today though. We're gonna cook something good.
Gonna go.
So,
But
what
yeah,
was
no,
your,
you had your. Oh, my bad.
What was your reaction to seeing the fact that they were gonna do it? Like, these are the guys. They're just gonna, go on a spree.
I thought it was kind of lame. I mean, guys, you are not the guys. You don't look like the guys. You are lame.
You're not him.
They're standing like sort of losers. I mean, I'm sorry. Maybe it's just me as someone like, I don't know, but it's so lame. They don't look like they would attack anyone at all. Like, they don't even look like they work for a living. Just bums. What?
It is true.
Going in on them. Oh my god.
Spear looks like an adjunct professor, and Whip looks like she's got a sugar daddy.
Babysitter
I mean,
or something.
No, I mean, I thought that they're probably like in the hierarchy of the church. They're probably right under Fami, or at least they're like her best tools, which is why I mean that's why I think Sugo was given the job to go out to Denji and try and recruit him.
Right. It still seems a little unclear exactly what Fami's relationship to the church is, right? Like, we haven't seen her in the church.
No, we haven't.
She's talked about the church.
That one
I
scene.
mean, what is there to say? Like, the most juiciest part of it, we know only at the end of the chapter.
It's true. It's true. We will find out at some point, I'm sure. But I mean, there's some relation, right? Because she was in the back room of the production,
Of the show, right?
Right.
Yeah.
But like, she's the brains of the operation, so she might be kind of like scheming outside of the church. You know what I mean? Like a consultant or something.
I feel like she has a lot more to do with this than we think. I mean, she set up Haruka. I mean,
It's true.
It's kind of...
Set up Haruka. She got us involved. I feel like it wouldn't be surprising if she was like puppeteering all of it.
Yeah.
I feel like she is.
That's what I'm thinking. It's like she's, the church is here and she's up on this level.
Yeah,
She's doing all this other stuff, and the church is just like one of her things she's got going on.
Yeah, for sure.
It's so interesting how her powers work. I mean, she isn't forcing; she's just taking deals.
I mean, she is the devil.
Yeah, that's true. But she doesn't offer like devil contracts. She just offers like trades. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
she's just like, I see what you want. She's so scheming. Hopefully, we get Fami back too. I know your nation is starving, but Fami nation is like they're deceased. They're become her pawns already because they're nothing. They never get anything.
I mean, once in a while they do get something.
Yeah, they get crumbs.
That
carry them for months. True warriors. All right, now let's say it. Do you think Miri was gonna do it? Was he gonna take out those kids? Was Miri gonna do it?
I think he brainwashed himself a bit because I don't think he wants to. Okay, no, I don't think any of them really, like any of the the weapons, have a sense of identity. I think that's like a big part of being a hybrid as well, because there's so much identity disturbance with all the ones that we have seen so far, and they're all in sort of like fighting for autonomy. I don't know about Spear and Whip, like they're
they're
I get them
pretty
mixed
OP.
up. Spear's the guy, isn't it? He's like the Dark Academia loser.
He's
He's
the fucking assistant professor.
yeah. He's really like he's a freak. But the younger ones like Reze and Denji and Tugo, I assume that they're younger like hybrids as well, as in like how Quanxi was like turned forever ago. I think they definitely have like less control over their own like their values and their ideas and like what they would do.
Sure.
If that makes sense.
So it's not necessarily that Sugo, the individual, would do it, but that he's been caught in the system that is
because he said
bringing him to do it.
He said that what is it like? I'm a weapon. That he's only being. I can't remember the part. I don't have it up.
He says, "I'm only loaning out my body for a little bit. Is all."
Yeah, exactly.
This is a message from God.
Feels like something someone told him. Like, I mean, it's obvious. It was probably Barham. Like, told him maybe what we've seen, basically. What we've seen him say. We're weapons. We're doing this for the greater good of God. Like all that stuff.
Yeah, in 142, Whip. I mean, Whip seems like the most like
religious. Yeah.
Religious, like she's lost in the sauce. I believe I was chosen by God. I'm eternally young and tough as nails. I'll never die. I'm a superior human specimen. We've got supremacist values on the table. I love it. This Fujimoto guy is sick.
It's so interesting. I mean, even after reading Fire Punch, how he keeps pulling out all these ideas and kind of personas that have been throughout history. I mean, it's not really some kind of persona, but it's like a conjunction.
Yeah, like this ideology.
Yeah.
He's definitely going back to his Fire Punch ideas with like dehumanization.
I'm so for it.
It's so sick. Yes, part 2 is Fire Punch. Please, please.
I want to see some imagery from Fire Punch too. I mean, he has some crazy visuals there. It's like nothing can replicate it, but I want him to do something like this so bad.
He's been holding it back a little bit on the illustrations. He's been keeping it very grounded, very real. He's really focused on like the real world in part 2. He's not trying to get too abstract yet. You can feel it. He's like pushing towards it. You know what I mean? You're like, oh my God, something insane is going to happen. But we still have to wait, I guess. Although something insane did happen. All right, so Zuzu, we didn't get your take. Was Miri going to do it? Was he actually going to do it? Or would he have not done it?
I don't think he actually wanted to do it. It's obvious. But he might have hurt one kid, and maybe after that he would like stop dead in his tracks. I don't think he would actually commit to taking out a lot of kids, women, people in general.
Once like the reality of it hit, he might stop. Okay.
After your first skill or something, you just oh my God, what did I do?
You panic. You panic? Sure. I could definitely see him getting getting that what do you call that? I forgot. There's a term for that when it happens on the battlefield, but I'm not a war dude. I hate that stuff. Except for yours is different. Okay.
I'm not a war dude. Your war devil will never return.
She's never coming back. Where is she?
Nor is Asa. She's not returning. Goodbye, guys.
We're done. Yeah, that was it. They had their arc. They're irrelevant now. They're never coming back.
Them.
Oh my God. Please.
I really thought they'd show up.
He's got them off page doing badass stuff. They're just like, Senor, you are so badass. They're being badasses. And you're like, show it to me. Fuck you, dude. I want to see it.
I hate how we have to skip the stuff. Oh, it's so
he's gonna do it. He's gonna do it. He's baiting.
He's cooking.
Yeah.
He's just baiting. He's being annoying. Like
exactly.
Him and Gay jokers, absolute clowns, just messing. They just meet up and giggle. I'm sure every month they meet up and they go
like evil villains, like in some cartoon. Like
nope, they're plotting.
I got them under my something.
Absolutely, 100%. That's what they're doing. God. I've already said too much about JJK this week, but I loved it.
I mean, we had
JJK was. Well, go ahead.
No. You continue.
I was saying JJK was not the only chapter with an extreme reveal.
Yes.
We had out of nowhere the return of Quanxi.
It's
Jake is not here, but I have to say, he actually called it. He said it.
No
he
way.
said, "My Hail Mary, absolutely delusional prediction" in his in his review video that he does on his channel. His prediction, he said, I think Quanxi and Reze are going to show up and shut it down.
Yeah, I saw that video.
He had the read on the weapon human return arc, which we might be in.
I hope so. Like,
oh my god!
So cool.
Oh, Reze come back, Katana come back, maybe. Quanxi came back.
Katana. It'd be funny to see him just working a normal job, not even being Yakuza.
Family burger?
Just a barista.
Yeah.
Oh, it's got to be Family Burger, right? He's working family.
Totally.
He took Kobeni's old job because she quit. No shot.
Not returning to that shit.
Oh man, I still have Kobeni is back at Public Safety because Kishibe offers an absurd salary. You know what I mean? He was like, "I'll."
Can they afford that anymore?
I don't. That's true. Well, they have Quanxi. I don't know. They might. Maybe.
I mean, if we got a Quanxi return, maybe we'll get a Kishibe return. It's all possible.
We have to, surely.
Surely Kishibe shows up next chapter. He's gotta come back. Right?
Please, Fujimoto.
Please. Where is Kishibe? Where is Kobeni? I say it every week. I just want to know. But
because I can't see. Oh, sorry.
Oh, go ahead. No,
I was gonna say I can't see Quanxi working at Public Safety of her own volition, like completely. I feel like Kishibe must have.
Kishibe, right?
Yeah.
Not like some random person some random public safety officer comes to Quanxi and is like, "Hey, you want to work for public safety?" He's gonna be like, "No, kill yourself." Yeah. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Obviously.
Yeah, like it's gotta be Kishibe is the only one who could get her to come back.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And she's back. All right, give me what was your reaction? I lost my mind. I was literally like, what?
I was in public. I was literally sat there. I did not think it was going to be that intense. I literally froze. I started making this high-pitched whining sound. Everyone was I was in the middle of eating a pastry. It was so bad. But yeah, no, that was what happened to me. I was completely in shock.
Wow.
This is incredible.
That's such a reaction. I just screeched. I was like, "Oh my fucking god! There is no goddamn fucking way!" I flipped through the pages so fast. I didn't even put any information in my brain. God, it's Quanxi. Are you kidding me?
Oh, there she is. Oh yes, incredible. I was exactly the same. You can see my live tweet thread on Twitter. I just lost
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Insanity. I
Seeing
mean,
everyone's reactions was crazy.
yeah.
Yeah. Everyone was.
The spoiler etiquette was completely out the window. Yeah, everyone
Yeah,
lost
thank
it.
God.
There was no.
It's
Everyone
Quanxi.
forgot. What do you
It's
want?
Quanxi.
No, and
What do you want me to do?
Yeah, exactly. It's
it's so much better that Chainsaw Man is digital and never gets leaked. Because everyone
Yeah,
was going through it exactly the same time.
yeah. The leaks. Yeah, if you can't read the chapter like minute of, you just have to
Yeah.
stay off until you can, basically. But we do dodge the leaks thing, which is nice.
I don't think we even have leaks.
We've had a few.
We've had some.
I remember
but
one
Two or
chapter
very
getting
Yeah.
leaked.
early bird too.
Yeah, it has to be on like a
Mm.
long break, the way that the production works. If it's like a 2 or 3 week break, maybe leaks can come through if like someone in the middle of the process, like a translator or
Dude, I
editor
remember
somewhere
when,
leaks it, but that's it.
yeah, I remember when the leaks for the 114, 115, 116 chapters came out. I was like, holy fucking shit, my brain exploded. You don't even know what happened to me.
I did not look at those leaks, but I can imagine, yes. 114, which
I think we still have a photo of them.
you haven't saved the memories.
Yeah, probably.
You're gonna get
It's
the cheapest
important,
snitches on you.
Man. But yes,
But yeah.
luckily no leaks for Quanxi. She is back. What a reveal. Everyone lost their minds. A no diff appearance, just absolutely one shots. These clowns love to see it.
Yep. That's what we deserve.
Absolutely incredible. Deserved. I will note, you all were doing some Miri apologia. Of the three of them, he
I feel
was
like
the quickest on the draw. He had his finger on the trigger, and the other two did not. At 5 o'clock sharp.
they just went with it.
Yeah. Hmm?
Crazy.
I
I
mean,
think she might like
weapons.
kids a bit.
Quanxi?
Yeah, because did you see those tweets? I think it was Fangy that made them about how she went easy on Yoshida back during that fight.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
And like
there's
you
the
can
whole
tell.
like it's Kishibe's kid thing.
Oh, true. That is true.
That's like the one of the theories. But I do think well, what I'm saying is the three of them were getting ready to go. And of the three, only Miri got his trigger off. The other two were not quite ready, but Miri was. He was ready to
Oh,
go.
is that why you're saying that he? Do you think he would have done it?
I think he had steeled himself. I think he might have gotten through that shock that Zuzu was talking about. But like, I mean, once you do one, it's like, well, now
Why
I
not
did
another?
it. You know, it's like I'm already evil. You know,
Yeah.
whatever. Like, you know, I'm evil now. You think the first kid's gonna forgive me? The second kid won't. Moving on.
What did I do?
Especially when your buddies are like also getting in the mix. So you're just like, well, you know, okay, everybody's doing it. You know, I mean, it's the thing to do.
I think the justification of violence is so like central to Chainsaw Man and how all these different characters
Oh yes, true
look
necessary
at how
evils.
they're. Yeah, exactly.
Yes. It's so fun
So I
how
think-
it applies to real life also. I mean,
Oh,
obviously it's supposed to be, but I remember one tweet. I don't know if you guys know this, but that JJK leaker, he had one tweet that he said like, "I'm the necessary evil of this something something." It's so funny
Yeah, but-
to me.
yeah, but
I thought he was like a crazy person. Like, is that real? How is this dude real? How is this person real? Even
Yeah, yeah.
this
But
evil. What are you talking about? Is this
Miyamura,
Chainsaw in real life?
yeah. He forgets the true necessary evils are always kept collared and controlled by the state.
Yep.
So true.
If he was a truly necessary evil, Shueisha would be feeding him those leaks instead of DMTAing him all the time. You know what I mean? That's the real conspiracy. Why don't they take him down? He's their hype man, you know what I mean? This is like, no, Mia, you gotta keep it going. You're hyping this shit up so crazy. This is go. He's got
It's so
people on the
funny.
inside.
Oh god.
Oh, wow.
All right. So,
I think, yeah.
Oh.
No, you continue. I'm so sorry.
okay. Quanxi back with public safety. That is clear. That is established. She's on the radio with public safety. She's in the uniform. Why do you think she's back? Why did she go back? She had left it all behind, but now she's back in the saddle. The first devil hunter is devil hunting again. Why? You think?
You want to take that, Zuzu? Or
No, you take it.
okay. So basically, I wrote a fic fanfiction about
Right.
like a year ago.
Yes.
Yeah, it was 2022 where I wrote about how Quanxi went back to public safety after everything happened.
Yes.
And my reasoning was basically that she doesn't have anything left in China because all she wanted there were her fiends, and they're all dead. So,
Unfortunately.
and I don't think she has any sort of particular allegiance to the state or to she must be so jaded if she is the first devil hunter, which means she must be what, hundreds if not thousands of years old.
Several hundreds. She's the
Yeah.
crossbow hybrid, right? And crossbows show up in the Middle Ages ish.
Crazy.
A little bit earlier
they're
in
crazy
China.
old.
Might be the hundreds ish.
Yeah, they did start out in China. I was looking at that, so I was like, it must make sense. And if she's the first devil hunter, I assume she'd be the first hybrid as well. Or
probably. It's very
Yeah.
likely.
So I think she's just in Japan because there's no real purpose for her beyond that. So I think Shiba, if he did convince her, would be able to capitalize on that fact.
Maybe she ran from her past in China to Japan at some point,
Yeah.
and then she ran back later, and now she's going back again. Oh my god, Quanxi.
I don't know. I mean, I personally think Quanxi might have maybe had a change of heart because of her dead girlfriends. I mean, if she understood what her ignorancy did, then maybe she thought she can, she came back to protect the people she cares about, maybe Kishibe, maybe other people she knew. Maybe she even knows Denji's well and alive, and maybe she wants to do this for him too.
I mean, yeah, she does know Denji. She knows Chainsaw. She talked to him before. I don't know if she... I mean, she took the time in the International Assassins fight to discuss with Denji, which has always been really interesting to me. Because her aura is very aloof and stoic, but then she she gives Yoshida his rematch. She could have just chucked him out the window right away. She didn't have to give him an actual fight. She gives advice to Denji. She has her whole serious conversation with Kishibe. She's got a lot more to her than just this stoic person, which is Fujimoto's god tier character writing coming out again, because it's really
interesting.
Yeah. It's very
I think the
technical.
writing is so clever because if you don't dig into it, it's very easy to just see her as sort of like a plot device in a way. But like her whole philosophy about ignorance is so much more interesting when you consider the fact that she probably has never been ignorant in her life. Like
She
she's one
lives
of,
through it all.
she's lived through it all, and she probably knew Makima
Mm.
before
Yeah.
everything happened.
Before anybody.
She probably had a chance. And like my whole thing is, if you know all these devils, like you've spent so much of your life fighting devils, you would know to recognize one, or at the very least, like know when someone's off. Like I don't think if she ever met Makima, like before the events of Chainsaw Man, she would know.
I wonder. Oh, that's a really. Oh my god. Do you? Okay. You've sparked something. I wonder if we will hear through Quanxi, because this is a big introduction.
My god! Wait.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh
This
my
is
god.
a big introduction. This is a major character introduction. This is not side character Quanxi introduction.
Bigger than we think.
Yeah. Maybe
Are you thinking what I'm
Denji.
thinking?
Yeah, maybe Denji will talk to Quanxi and he will learn about Makima.
Maybe he will learn about Pochita too. I mean, Hero of Hell.
Yeah. The first devil hunter, she probably knows a lot more about devils than most people.
Yeah.
And finally, part 2, Fujimoto's world building. Finally, some world building in the classic Fujimoto way of a character tells you, you know? No narration, no flashbacks, none of this. Quanxi telling her story from her perspective. Maybe we can get some juicy details.
Yeah, I hope so.
Hopefully. Fujimoto, we're cooking for you, all right? We got your next stuff. Four drafts from now. We got it done, all right? Watch the show.
Watch the show.
We gotta get him on the pod. We have to get him on the pod. It's gonna happen.
How are we gonna get him on here? I mean, it's so difficult.
He's not replying to my emails.
I'm DMing Lynn.
How could he?
I'm gonna DM Lynn. Lynn has liked your fan art before, Zuzu, by the way.
Yeah,
if you're watching the pod and you don't know,
he likes a lot of things.
Art.
Him liking untagged Yoshiden is still the funniest thing ever to me.
So sick, dude.
I can't believe either. Why Yoshiden?
I mean, you know he name searches Chainsaw Man and like characters, right? There's no shot. He just scrolls all the manga he edits, just like all fan art. Like I would. I'd be like, oh my god, I'm such a good editor. Look at all these nerds.
Probably, yeah. I wonder if he ever shows like the fan art to Fujimoto. I hope so. It would be so funny.
He definitely does, because like in a bunch of fan art competitions, Fujimoto's commented all the time. He's like, man, I wish the fans would draw the comics. Everyone is so much better than me.
Right, of course.
Yeah, right, Fujimoto. This guy,
totally.
He's so annoying. I hate this dude.
The way he's so humble, like, oh no, I'm no better than my fans. Yeah, right, bullshit.
He's sick in his mind. That's why he's like this.
There's something wrong with
it.
Oh my god. Meanwhile, every fan artist in the universe goes through like a 4-month period where they try to copy his style and fail. It's like, I can't draw like this. This is stupid. Style. Why would you draw like this? What is this? What the fuck is this, dude?
To be honest, I like part 1 style much better. I'm sorry.
You do?
Wow.
I kind of do. I mean, part 2 style isn't that bad. It's good, but something about the lines in part 1, I mean, the lines, the way they're drawn, it's so much more variety, and it has something.
Yeah, this is the style he developed for the one-shots, right? Like Look Back and Goodbye Harry. So. It's a lot more realism focused.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not bad. It's good. I'm not complaining.
No. I think like technically, like his art skill has improved massively. But I know what you mean about part 1 feeling more Chainsaw Man. like more like grungy. It's like
Yes.
something that the anime sort of didn't capture.
Yeah.
Which I love the anime, disclaimer, but
I mean, it's impossible though, right? Like I
true,
said,
true, that is
every
true.
artist is like, "Oh, I'm gonna draw like this," and then they try it, and they're like, "I'm not going to draw like that."
Yeah.
That's what is this? What is this?
It's just
very
too hard.
Yeah, the part 2 style I think is a lot more normal. I think a little more traditional
kinda is.
looking. Yeah, you know. A little more. It's still got his characteristic, the hatching and the line shading, which is just sick.
Yeah, it's still Fujimoto, definitely.
Man, I hope he gets more time to do his spreads and all that because it's so amazing. I love seeing the action shots. I mean, this. Remember when we had the falling bike thing?
Yeah,
the
God.
6
Crazy good.
spreads,
Such a
6
sequence.
double page spreads
insane.
in 16 pages. 12
Crazy.
of the 16 pages.
He had something to prove every week.
Just 12.
What an insane chapter. Everyone was so mad. They're like, wow, I read that in 5 seconds. And I was just like, this is the best thing I've ever read. This is so
Exactly.
good.
Exactly.
No, it was incredible. He balled out of control. I honestly think do you guys read the Dan?
I read the first chapter. I should read more probably.
First chapter.
I don't.
It's solid. It's good. But one thing about it is it has a lot of double page spreads, like a ton. Weekly.
Yeah, I heard the artist is
Yeah.
insane.
It's wild, and the spreads are like detailed, like
Oh, wow.
wild.
Ooh.
Wild spreads every week. I think Fujimoto got a little jealous. He was looking at his old assistant Tatsu, and he was like, "What's with all these spreads? I want to do some spreads." And he just did 6.
So he did his spreads.
He did 6. He was like, "Okay, there you go, Tatsu. Look at
I'm
that.
done.
I can do spreads too. Okay, all right. You're not the only one who can do spreads, Tatsu. Look at this.
Ooh, he's such a petty guy.
All right. Yes.
Wait, talking about fights, the way Quanxi fight was drawn is crazy good. I mean, it's just such an entrance.
It's classic. Yes, we did have a double page spread in this one. The chime of the bell. Classic Fujimoto spread with just one segment cut off, diagonal gutter, and then in that exact instant, Quanxi entrance. Classic Quanxi, of course. Perfect, beautiful in her like high speed. This was something else I noticed. Like Quanxi, she's super fast. But Denji's also super fast.
Yeah.
Denji's super speed is real. You know what I mean? We saw him.
Compares to Quanxi's?
We saw him zooming. Did he copy Quanxi, or is this like some hybrid thing?
I think it's a hybrid thing.
Yeah.
Because the rest of them are quite quick as well. If I remember, like the Katana Man and Bomb Girl fights.
Yep.
Yeah, but I think Denji actually improved. I mean, if you remember.
Oh, for sure.
He has powered up for sure in all of this.
It's crazy how good he got. I mean, what if he got Quanxi right now?
Oh my god, Oh, okay. Let's not power scale Chainsaw Man.
Yeah, no.
Let's not power scale Chainsaw Man.
Sorry, it's my first impression.
You tricked us.
I'm
starting to transform into a JJK fan. I'm sorry.
You're turning us into dude bros.
You can power scale gay characters. You can't power scale Fujimoto characters. It just makes no fucking sense. The dude just makes shit just happens, bro. There's no systems to this shit.
This is just imagination.
There was no logic to Quanxi showing up. There's no way to predict it. It's impossible. No one saw it coming. Not foreshadowed. Complete ass pull. Doesn't matter. It's incredible. We all loved it. You know what I mean? No one cares. Do more. Do more.
Do more.
Do a Yoru. Do a Yoru.
Bring
Yoru. Bring Komeni.
Where is
You know what I mean? Just
bring the tomato
go.
devil back.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just keep cycling the characters. True tokusatsu stuff. Real Kamen Rider hours. Just cycle the same villains, the same characters every time.
And we eat it up as well. Like the
Yeah.
second Insanity Devil arc was really good.
Attorney Devil again? Let's go. I'm ready for the third one. Yum yum yum. Part 3, Attorney Devil again? Of course. What's it gonna be like this time? It's really
It's the Death Devil
actually
this
Kamen
time.
Rider. It's actually just Kamen Rider. Yeah. Yep, the Death Devil. I mean, let's not even,
that's the
let's
whole
not
other
even
topic.
mention it.
Yeah.
Let's not even talk about
Oh,
Death Devil
no.
theories. There's
That
still
devil appearance must just gotta be insane, just absolutely out of the fucking park. Like,
Yeah.
true Fujimoto style, of course.
this
like,
is what
without things.
yes. This is what
But-
he's drip feeding us. You know what I mean? He keeps baiting people with, oh, it's the Death Devil. You know what I mean? Oh, who's this devil? Oh, what's this gonna be? Oh, he mentioned the Death Devil one time, and we're all just like, he's just like, yeah, it's the Death Devil. You guys are stupid.
Give us something, please. I think we'll know if it's a Death Devil. It just has. It's gonna have some introduction that's gonna be absolutely insane and totally different than anything we've seen. Even the Darkness Devil, even the Makima reveal, like anything we've seen, it's gonna be so insane. I can't even imagine it being casual at this point. It's just gonna
No.
be crazy.
I think they're gonna have to go back to hell to see him.
I think so.
Third time,
Yeah.
all right.
My deep cut is that part 2 we're getting the Earth arc heading to the apocalypse,
Oh.
and then part
Mm.
3 is hell. Chainsaw Man returns to hell, and it's
the
just an
hero of
entire
hell.
the hero of hell returns, and we're just in hell, complete the trilogy, and then it's just, you know, it's just freak show from front to back, like absolute Fujimoto nonsense after this realist reality focused part, you know, doing the romance, the lovers, and then we're going into hell, insanity. I hope, I dream.
He can finally put all his insane thoughts onto the pages. Like,
Finally explain himself what he was cooking. What weird notebook did you have from like probably middle school full of this nonsense, Fujimoto?
Yeah.
That you cooked into Chainsaw Man.
You
Speaking of
know
nonsense,
those?
really likes drawing the devils. Like,
I-
absolutely loves them.
oh yeah. Yeah, I mean that the Captain America fan art he did where he just made Captain America a devil. That's so good.
Wait, really? I've
Wait,
never
what are we talking about?
Fujimoto's Captain America fan art. You haven't seen
I've
it?
never seen that. No.
All right,
Me
we'll show
neither.
it.
Me neither.
We'll talk about that after the broadcast because we're getting in the last
Okay.
section here, and we still have one last thing to discuss because
Yeah.
this was not just the
Quanxi Roar.
Quanxi chapter. Quanxi Roar. Okay, let's talk about Roar. What's your take on Roar?
Roar.
How do you like that? We'll keep talking about Quanxi. Whatever.
You go, Rory.
I go. It's basically my name. So, I actually have no. I actually don't know what to make of that. I think she was just being a bit silly. She was just goofing off a bit. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it was. I actually didn't think, you know, the kid on the floor. I did not realize he was a child. I thought she was just trying to intimidate a grown man, which is something she'd do, mind you.
She's just having a bit of fun. A little bit of fun.
Goofing off. She's feeling a little
Goofing off.
silly.
Yeah. I
No, what
think
do you think?
I think it's something that's, I mean, other people have said it as well, but maybe it symbolizes that she's more colored because a roar that's like in a cute way isn't really intimidating. It has to be something important if it's like a chapter's title. It gotta be.
True.
Maybe
True.
Fatwater is just goofing off. Who knows? He's a guy.
Yeah.
He's just that guy.
She she does back in her conversation with Kishibe, she's just talking about him being a collared dog, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're a collared dog now. Well, who's the collared dog now? Who's the collared cat?
Damn.
Rawr, rawr,
Funny.
rawr.
Yeah.
And I had actually a little theory about this because Public Safety is running this news broadcast, which is where I want to transition into next. Is running this news broadcast about like they're going to invade the church. The church are terrorists. We're going to investigate them.
Yeah.
But they're doing a cover up, right? They're not talking about the weapon humans, right? Because obviously no one's supposed to know about that. That's
No one even knows what to do with that information. I mean,
yeah. No one's supposed to know the weapon humans exist, right?
Yeah.
Like, you know, Chainsaw Man is being out in public. It's like a huge fucking thing that public safety is trying to keep under wraps.
But after International Assassins, doesn't the entire world though? I was always like confused about that. Because the Assassins had like a picture of Denji, right? So
everyone knows about Chainsaw Man. Chainsaw Man's like a public figure. That's like,
but they don't know about the rest of them.
Right, like
Okay.
Makima says that like Reise's whole plan, or like part of her plan, was to cause all this chaos so that people saw Chainsaw Man was exposed.
Right.
But now they're trying to push it back underground. You know, get Chainsaw Man stopped, get rid of the Chainsaw Church.
Yeah.
Doing a cover-up of this weapon human attack, not showing Quanxi being there. They're talking about it being a shooting. So I think Quanxi is supposed to clear out the building. Like, she's supposed to get everyone to run away out of the building so that they can show people running on TV, and they can have no eyewitnesses to any sort of like hybrid battle, right? So that's why she scares the kid off in her like, you know, meaningful, symbolic, or just kind of goofy way, because she needs everyone out. That's the operation. Get everyone out of the building and take out the targets at the same time. And that news story leads in to another character showing up.
Okay.
I wonder who that is.
Zuzu, you called him Shinzo Abe, which made me laugh.
I mean,
isn't
it not right?
It looks like him, I'm not gonna lie.
It's exactly why I said it. I don't even know the guy that well. You explained and all that. I kind of vaguely knew, but he looked so much like him. I was just kind of, is that him? Am I seeing things? Am I hallucinating? Oh wait, no, not. It's him.
He's a little more balding than Abe was, but damn, the face looks really similar.
You gotta have a comparison picture.
Yeah, it's like if Shinzo Abe was like extra bald just for the disrespect.
Good.
Incredible, which is incredible to me. This is like supposed to be the politician, because there's like a mention, I forget where it is mentioned, but there's like a mention that there's a politician working with the church at some point. Maybe this is supposed to be that guy.
Maybe.
Perhaps. But some dude hanging out with Nobana and Haruka, which is just, damn, what a...
That's really just really funny. Were they waiting for something? Were they waiting on TV?
Yeah, what are they doing, dude? Why are the three of them just chilling, dude? I mean, I'm sure the news broke, and then this guy was like, come to my office. We got an emergency
Oh shit, let's
situation.
go.
But like, what is the Nobana and Haruka duo? Like, what a disaster pair.
At what point will these kids just be like, something is wrong here?
Oh man,
Because
cults are so nasty though.
True.
That's the thing about cults. From the outside, you're like, how can these people believe this insane stuff?
And then you're in one accidentally.
Yeah, and then it's that slow process, and then you look back behind you, you're like, oh no,
What have I done?
all my money.
I suppose it's a really interesting parallel to how Makima brainwashed Denji too.
Yeah,
it is.
probably.
It's true.
There's a lot of manipulation in part 2. I mean, it's just a reoccurring theme. It's like all over.
Yeah, I mean it goes back to Fire Punch. Fujibara really has something out for like systems of control, systems of violence, cycles of abuse.
Cycles of abuse.
Right. He's not a. I don't think he's much of a fan. I don't think he's. He likes it.
Obviously.
So, okay. So, what do you think is going to go down with the church? Like, where do you think this is going with Haruka being the founder? Like, was he the founder? Is he the founder now?
He was.
What's going on there? You think so?
Oh, the kids are definitely getting scapegoated. For sure.
So, Zuzu, you think that Haruka actually did? He was actually,
I don't think he was responsible. I mean, it's Fami's doing. Like, she convinced him to go on that show and popularize that belief, and it's just all like snowballed into creating this code. I think he got connections because of Fami too, and all this stuff. It just grew and grew and grew. It's kind of crazy how fast it got. Like, maybe it was because of the time skip. But
there was a pretty big time skip. Unknown length.
Just a month. What happened to Asa? Guys, where is she?
Where?
I don't even want to ask.
Don't even remind me about it, because
I don't even care.
Where is Asa? Where is Yoru? I forgot. I don't care. Never. Yoru's fun. But Rory, you think that Haruka was not necessarily the mastermind and is now being pinned?
Yeah, I mean, okay, no offense, but he seems kind of not very smart, or at least not smart enough to orchestrate like an entire. He seemed like really confused at the end too.
Yeah,
because they didn't. They were like, we need to go into the basement or something. I did not see after Quanxi started up. I sort of like blacked out the rest of the chapter.
Isn't that just everyone? I feel like everyone just blacked out.
Yeah, we all got
tunnel vision.
We all got overwhelmed by her Yuri power, and the Yuri Devil made us black out.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That holy power of lesbians.
It's true.
No one ever told me we had any weapons. What the hell is going on?
Yeah.
Yeah, he had no fucking idea.
I think so too. I mean, he wasn't. He didn't mean to. It wasn't. He was just a fan. Like, actually, just a fan.
Oh yeah.
No,
the world's like number one Chainsaw fan. Yeah.
Not just a Fumiko. I mean, it's kind of interesting how even after all this time, he was so shocked that something like this happened. Like, does he even know what happens in this cult or Chainsaw Church?
He's like a figurehead for them, and I think how the cult has like exploited, how Fami actually has exploited like his desires to be like Chainsaw Man is so similar to how Makima exploited all of Denji's desires at the start of part 1.
Yeah.
So he's a victim.
Everyone's a victim in this system, isn't it?
True.
It's true. They're all victims here. For better or for worse, whether they, whether they end up like really messed up or just a little messed up. Everyone is caught in something in Chainsaw Man, which always, I think it does frustrate people somewhat trying to read the story because it's very hard to, like, get an ethical hold on what's going on. You know what I mean? It's so understandable. Even the things that are like really messed up and awful and you hate them, it comes back around and you like understand the perspective that led to them happening, and it really fucks with your head. You're like, why? I hate this. No. What is this? Stop it.
I like how it opens up their perspectives. It's
absolutely,
it's kind of unique the way Fujimoto just uses it to his advantage, like using all these kind of different perspectives to sort of confuse the reader and maybe make them question what they believe in.
Yes. Opening up the questions. So good art does. I will say, I don't think Haruka is so unaware of everything going on in the church.
No, obviously.
Like the marriages and stuff, because Nobana's right there, right?
He
Nobana's right there. And Nobana knows about the marriages, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know that? Why is Nobana here, though? Like, that's so funny to me. You have, like, the two heads of the church, this, like, creepy old dude who is, like, a terrorist planning some kind of civil war. Haruka, who's, like, the figurehead media guy. Chainsaw Man, fake Chainsaw Man. And then just Nobana. You know what I mean? Just standing there looking scared.
Guy.
What are you doing in this room? Get out of there. Oh, my God.
Who let you in, even? Like,
he's like one of those Disney goons.
Yes.
Disney villain goons.
He's like an Igor guy standing there. Oh my gosh. What will we do? So man, the Chainsaw Man church building makes me laugh every time. It's so stupid.
The giant head is just such a funny visual.
All right, we are coming up on the 1 hour mark in this episode, though. So I want to hear it. This is impossible to do. What do you think is coming in the next chapter? Where are we going in the next chapter?
You go, Rory.
You're passing it all to me. Just piggybacking on what I'm saying.
I can start if you want.
Yeah, no, go on.
Okay, so I think we're gonna go into the Chainsaw Church. Thus far, all of Fujimoto's chapter page turns have been very straightforward. It's like a cliffhanger that could go anywhere, and then you turn the page and it's really just the next scene. You know what I mean? Like, you got the chainsaw, the fake saw gets falling, and then everyone's like, oh my God, we're going into hell. What's going to happen now? Where are we going? And then literally it's just like they come out the door. It's just like, okay. He's like, nope, this is coming out the door. Yeah, so I think we're going to be in the church in some regard for a while, and then I think we will go back to Barem, probably in the middle of the chapter, and he will be doing his thing, because Quanxi didn't get all of them. Barem snuck around, and Public Safety lost track of him in the building, and one of the hybrids, probably the most dangerous and unhinged one. He was not got.
Just gonna enjoy fighting Quanxi if that happens.
Oh, Barem versus Quanxi, that's fire. That's hot. Oh, please, come on.
That's hot. Yeah, that's hot for sure.
Do you think she'll transform though? Because she didn't for the first three. She didn't need to.
I think she'll have to.
Maybe he'll still plan.
I mean, I think if he transforms, she has to have any shot, right? Like, you can't go untransformed versus transformed.
Yeah.
Not gonna happen. All right, Zuzu, what do you think? Where do you think we're going?
I think so too. I mean, we're just gonna go maybe something church, maybe finally Asa. I feel like it's just right there. Like we're gonna get her right here, but it just doesn't go there.
Because what is she up to right now?
Guys, it's been 3 months. I've had enough. Okay, I've had enough.
You're telling me.
Okay, but I'm not dropping Chainsaw yet. We'll see.
If it goes 6 months with no Asa, are you out? You're done. You're done until she's back. I'm done with
just
you.
gonna wait out. I'm doing this for the engine. I'm just doing this for at this point. I mean, if not Asa, I think we're gonna get maybe a Denji POV again with Barem.
Yeah, makes sense.
Or maybe the next day, or like the civil war happening already. You never know.
Literally, yeah. Those
It's
are all
just
possibilities.
hit or miss. Like throwing shit at the wall, looking at what sticks. Going with
Pretty much. I think that's how Fujimoto is writing it, so I like that take. Rory, what have you got?
I actually really agree about the whole cliffhanger thing because there have been so many in part 2, and like, you know, when like Yoshi does like, I need to talk to you to Asa, or like when Nobita controls her, and it's just like the next chapter is just like, okay, what was the point of that? Yeah, so I think it probably will just be something relatively mundane in the context of the situation. Like we either follow them to do whatever, or maybe like cut to the news, or I don't know. But yeah, no, I think you're right.
Cut to the news. I could see that too. Cut back to the news story, and then back into the supermarket for the rest of this fight, because you can't leave like Barem and Fumiko and Denji on the roof, and nothing goes down.
Because Barem will know that like it didn't happen because there's no like screaming kids or whatever. I mean, there will be, but like
I think this was Barem's plan.
Why?
You think?
Why? Because Quanxi is a problem. You know what I mean? And if he's out in the open, if public safety knows where he is, Quanxi can go zooming and just get him. But if he sneaks away up to the roof, and they don't have eyes on him, you know, only Fumiko. When the attack is going down, then Quanxi goes in, thinks that public safety thinks that they've got the operation shut down, and then once they're in that false sense of security, Barem blows up the building and drops the roof, and does his thing. Goes nutty. I think the Three Stooges were a bait by Barem. He doesn't care about these guys.
Yeah.
This is the Barem show.
Do you think the hybrids like all knew each other? Like before? Sorry, completely side going. Do you think they have like game nights in like 1943?
I do wonder if there was some kind of like.
Probably.
I do wonder if there was some kind of like meeting after Makima. Like they all got revived, and they all came back to life because they're immortal.
Kijima just stuck all their limbs in a van.
Yeah, I mean,
put them back together.
Well, I don't know if we're ever gonna get the details of how that all went down. It doesn't really. Yeah, it doesn't really seem like a Fujimoto thing to do. Just be like, eh. Does it really matter? Not really, right?
Yeah, I mean, unless we're getting Pochita. I mean,
it's true.
Unless we're getting Pochita and maybe flashbacks from the war that he had.
Yeah,
I'd be so stoked. That'd be like the craziest thing ever.
You know how I feel about your backstory. Like, I need it. Every day that I don't have it, it's just another day in hell. Please.
You're just waiting it out.
Yep. Since chapter 98, I was like, I need to know everything about this character. Help me. But I hate to say it, I don't think we're getting Asa next chapter.
Yeah, no, neither.
That doesn't make sense. Probably no
I mean,
Asa. Probably no
hopefully
Yoru.
you are wrong.
We get
Hopefully.
one panel of her.
I hope I'm so wrong. I hope she busts in at the end and we all lose our minds again. It does kind of feel like we're getting, you know,
To the point, right? To the point.
things
It's so
are
close. We're still there. Just
things
so,
are moving. The wheels are turning. The scales are shaking. And we will talk about all of that. What happens in chapter 144 on Tuesday on the next episode of the Public Safety Special Broadcast. I would like to thank my civilian broadcasting agent partners, Rory and Zuzu, for being on the show. I'd like to thank all the viewers who stuck around for another episode. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, give it a like, give it a subscribe, give it a comment, give your own take on what you think is going to happen next chapter. Give your extremely overly aggressive comment on why we are all stupid. We'll take it. I'll read it. I'll delete it. I'll enjoy it.
we'll see.
Yes, this was the Public Safety Special Broadcast brought to you from the Public Safety Ultra Secure Media Bunker. We will see you next week. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Yeah. It was fun.